Please be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This case of Mayo v. Brown.
Thank you, Ron. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Mayo, you're here today because you filed a paternity suit against Mr. Brown, who you claim is your 2-month-old fraternal twins, Chloe and Carter's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say when today's results prove your case, you want him to pay you $1,000 for half of the child rearing expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you say the only reason Ms. Mayo is claiming you're the father is because she's trying to trap you and she's desperate to be with you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Mayo, you're suing for child rearing expenses. What has Mr. Brown done for your twins thus far?
Nothing at all. Everything they got from before I even had them, I have bought. Mr. Brown have bought not one thing that you can think of. Everything came out of my pocket or my mom or my dad.
Not one thing?
Not one thing. Nothing at all.
Mr. Brown, is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Because I don't believe they my children.
I don't know why you feel like that and you know they're yours, bro. I don't know why you feel like that and you already know.
For one, I feel like she trapped me.
I never trapped you. How did I trap you? I didn't want to have no child with you.
So why,
I wish I would have never got pregnant.
Why was you messing with me from the beginning? Why was you messing with me from the beginning?
Because at first we was friends. Why you putting on the show? Before any of this happened, we was friends. We was cordial. Like, I was doing stuff for you. You was doing stuff for me and my kids. Wrong or right?
Right.
Say if it was Monday. If I didn't see him Monday, I knew for a fact I was going to see him Tuesday. Right. From the first night when we had sex, we didn't use a condom.
So
Every day we had sex, we never used a condom.
So if she seen me Monday and she ain't see me Tuesday, that's a whole gap.
You right, but at
That's
the
a
same time, I was
gap for
talking
her
to
to
no
do
one
what?
but you, and you know that.
So you feel like were you having protected sex or unprotected?
We had unprotected sex.
All right.
Every time, not one time did we use a condom.
And so what you're saying is you were having a sexual relationship, you weren't using protection, but you believe she was also sleeping with other people.
Yeah, that could
But I
be the
wouldn't.
case.
Were you having sex with anybody
No.
else, Miss Mayo?
No.
That's what they all say.
Take me back. I want to understand the nature of this relationship. What was this about? You all were just having sex for sport or what?
Yeah, that's what it
basically.
was.
But
Yeah.
basically, we
So-
was friends. No, don't even. We was
Man,
friends. We been best of friends until Cedric really.
Best of friends?
Yes, we have been. Before all this happened, we was friends.
Man,
So
we
you
was
wasn't
friends.
helping me take
Okay.
care of my kids. The kids did
Yeah.
not. We weren't
I
friends.
was
Making
doing
sure
all-
I
I
got
was
to
doing
work.
all that,
Making
but-
sure this. and
Wait
that.
a minute.
Come on now.
He was helping you take care of your other kids.
Yes. Making sure I got to work. Make sure I had gas in my truck. Make
that's the
sure I
type of-
had.
That sounds like you were a
Make sure
couple
I
to
had
me.
Everything.
No, that's the type of person I am. If
I ain't
we
got
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I-
just kind-hearted.
yeah, I'm a kind-hearted person. That's the type of person I am.
Okay, so you all admit you weren't in a committed relationship.
No, we wasn't.
Not even dating. You just having sex and he's helping you take care of your kids.
Yes, basically.
That's
it.
new, Ron. That's new. That's new.
It's situationship.
It's a situationship.
Yeah, situationship. Yeah.
That's a new.
Yeah.
Now that's a new word.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, so tell me, what was the situationship when she told you she was pregnant?
He left. He blocked me on
Okay,
everything.
okay.
Blocked me on Facebook. Blocked
Okay.
me on Instagram.
Okay,
removed
look, can we-
everything.
can we take-
Just
can we
started
take it
talking to
back?
me.
I'm saying, can
Just
we take-
started- blocked
can
my
we-
mama. I wrote his mama
You
on.
blocked her
Yes.
mama too, Mr.
Yes.
Brown?
I wrote
All
his
that.
mama on Facebook.
All that.
He wrote back talking
All
about don't
that.
inbox my mama. But if I feel like your mama should have stepped up and said something.
I want to go back to the moment you told him. What was your response from that point on?
Prior to all that, prior to her being pregnant and all that, I stated from the beginning, I don't want no children. I don't want no
Okay,
child.
if you didn't want no children, you coulda used the condom, correct?
We had a talk. I told her to go get on birth control.
Lies.
Okay.
You never told me
Okay.
that.
From the birth control, one day, I'm at her house, we just kicking it. You know what I mean? She tell me to come in the room, I come in the room. She present me with all type of documents, medical documents,
That
stating that
is
she
a
can't
lie.
have no children. That she can't have children or none of that. How her last child was never supposed to be here. How the doctor told her that she would never have children again. So when she presented me with all this, I feel like I'm in a safety net. I got a safety zone. Like, okay, she can't have children.
Oh,
Right.
so she comes in with all this paperwork
Paperwork.
telling
showing me
you I can't have any children.
how she almost died. How she almost died having her last child, and he was never supposed to be
That's
here.
lie.
Come on, man. You
That's
know that's the
lie.
truth.
So
man.
did
Keep
you
it
show
real.
him this paperwork, Miss
Keep it
Mayo?
No.
Keep it
No,
real.
I am keeping it real. You keep it real.
Man, you gonna sit here and lie
Lies.
to these folks?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. That's a straight up lie.
So you never told him
No.
that you couldn't have children?
No. No.
You never showed him any paperwork.
Can
No.
we do a lie detector test too?
No. That's a lie.
Oh, so that's why when you say, I think she trapped me, you think she gave you this paperwork to show you she couldn't have children as like a get out of protected sex free card.
Trap
We-
you.
on-
You ain't got
listen,
nothing for nobody to have no kids by.
on many occasions we done had this conversation. I don't want no children. She supposed
But if
to.
you didn't
she
want no
told me.
children,
She
why
had
you
done
didn't
told
use
me.
no
she
Did he
condom, right?
communicate to you, Miss Mayo, that he didn't want any children?
Yes, but at my point, why you didn't use no condom? You don't want no children.
Man, because you showed me them papers. Why
Man,
would
I
I
didn't
lie?
show
Why would I
you
lie about?
nothing.
Why would
I
I
didn't
lie
show-
about
okay.
papers? Like what?
Okay.
what
So
am I getting-
clearly,
You ain't lied about. Come on,
listen.
you lied about stupid stuff. Come on.
Come on,
Mr.
man.
Brown, you all understand that having safe sex is not just about pregnancy. That's not the only issue. I mean, you can die from contracting diseases, and yet you all still decided you were going to have sex without protection.
Yes.
Worst mistake of my life.
Mine too, because I hate them.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Tell me why you're standing in court today saying that you're positive you're not the father, and that's why I haven't done anything for these twins, because Miss Mayo is right. It's not, I mean, taking care of one child is expensive. Twins?
Because she.
What happened
I
to
didn't-
kind-hearted Mr. Brown?
Because I didn't want this. I didn't want this. I stated this from the
Well, they
beginning.
here
I
now.
don't want
It
no
ain't what you
children.
want. They
This
here
was her
now.
whole
They
plan
here
from the
now.
beginning.
So
Her
it
whole
don't
plan
matter.
from the beginning was to have kids
No,
by
that
me.
was not. Who are
Come
you?
on, man.
Cedric,
Stop
what do you
playing.
have? Like,
Stop
come on,
playing.
you
You
tell me
can
say
front-
my fault.
you can
Come on,
front- you
for
can front
what?
in front of these
Yeah,
folks,
you
but you
right.
know what's going
Okay.
on for real.
All right.
She
Do you
knew
have
this.
any other proof that she was having sex with anyone else?
When I first met her, she had sex with me on the first night. So how I'm supposed to view that? Come on.
So what is your doubt exactly?
They don't look like me for one. I got very
They run
distinct
mine.
features.
So come on, everybody in America knows that when
Your
newborns
Honor,
are born,
Your Honor.
they don't look like no
Your Honor,
one.
can I go to? Can I
They
go
don't
to
even
the,
look
can I go
like
to the-
me.
Can I go to the easel?
Oh, you have an exhibit?
Yes, can I go
Please
to the
step
easel and
over.
show you?
Yes, I'd like to see it.
Wonder what this is.
Okay, this me. As you can see, I got very thick eyebrows. This is a distinct feature
They
of
was
me.
just born. Look at
Okay.
Chloe eyebrows. Look
This
at
me.
Chloe right now.
This me. Thick eyebrows. This them.
Okay.
That's them.
Well, they 2 months old. They don't even have time to grow
him.
that many eyebrows yet.
Right.
The son, he got an M hairline, which is hereditary. I got a straight hairline.
It don't
My
matter.
father got a
other son
straight
got a
hairline.
like that.
My father
So-
got a straight hairline. So how do he have an M hairline? That's hereditary. That comes from whoever the father is.
Which is you. And you act like they gotta have everything that you have. They just 2 months. They don't look like no one.
And twins don't run in my family.
But they run in mine. Excuse me, let me stop you. Twins is a generation in my family. My brother got a set of twins. My auntie, it started later from my great-grandmother. Twins run in my family.
Mr. Brown, I've given you an opportunity to really explain your doubt here. I got eyebrows and a hairline.
Right. And my name, why? If I'm the alleged father, why she didn't name me as the father on the birth certificate?
Because let's answer this question. What have you done? Was you at the hospital?
I'm not
Do you
gonna do
deserve
that.
it?
Well, Miss Mayo, hold on.
Listen.
I think that now Mr. Brown has come back to the courtroom and he's asking a valid question. If I am the father, why wasn't I named as father?
Because he wasn't there. I mean, for what? You already blocked me. Man,
Okay.
did I have your number? Who else's number you
What
blocked?
you
He
need
blocked
my
my
number
sister's
for?
number. I cannot
Everybody.
call him.
'Cause you
He blocked my
aggravating.
mama
You are
number.
aggy.
You right, because
You're
you need to help take
aggravating.
care of these twins. You
You're
right, I'm going to be
aggravating.
aggravated. I'm going to blow your phone apart. You right.
So all while you're pregnant with the twins, you can't get in touch with him.
No, because he blocked my whole family. And I tried to write his mama to let her know what was going on. She could have been a woman and told her son to do something, but she didn't even do that
blocked
much.
you. I
It don't
blocked
matter.
you.
You should have gave your phone. Okay, yeah, you
she
right.
had me her phone and said, ask me who is her. Man, that's nobody. Block her.
So he blocked me. That shows you what type of guy he is.
I can't get over the irony. I mean, really, Ron. I mean, before you get pregnant, you all are friends and you're
Yes.
helping one another out and you're
Yes.
communicating. He's
Yes.
helping you with your children. You're helping him out. And then you get pregnant and now he's doing nothing.
Nothing at all. He
And
don't
now
even
you
know-
have no communication.
He don't even know what's going on with Chloe.
Because-
Chloe was born deaf, can't hear. He don't know that. He don't know nothing. My child can't hear at all.
And that's my fault.
Man, you can at least be there. I'm here with them 24/7 by myself. My child is there. Can't hear nothing at all. And you ain't doing nothing.
Man, listen.
When you find out today, are you gonna help do this? Are you gonna help do that? I gotta take sign language class. Do you know, man, you don't understand what I go through. 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way till it's time for them to lay down. I got them by myself, at the house, by myself, no help. Well, my sister there, she gotta go to work, so she leave. So when she there, I still had them by myself. You know how hard it is changing diapers back to back to back, feeding them back to back to back.
Not gonna be
doing
there.
all this.
We still not
see,
together.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you don't have to be there. But at the end of the day, you're gonna take care of them. You're gonna do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna get it one way or another.
That's a whole thing, man. That's a whole thing.
What's her whole thing?
That's a whole thing. I got text messages saying she gonna make my life to live in hell.
And I got expenses from everything that I have bought from.
Let me see that evidence, Ron. What is this evidence, Miss Mayo?
My expenses from what I have bought.
It's upsetting you that he's denying.
Yeah, it's upsetting that I got to sit there and raise 2 babies by myself. I'm 23 years old. You know how hard it is having 2 babies? I wish this on no one.
This is why we, in this court, when we try to talk to young women, just like yourself, when you laying down with any old body, they've made no commitment to you. You're not married, you're not in a relationship, nothing. And this is a hard thing that I have to tell young girls. If he hasn't said he wants you, why would you expect for him to say he wants children with you?
You're right.
It is a lot. I had my child when I was almost 40 years old, and I'm telling you, some days I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And I look at you at 20-something years old, with 2 babies, one with a special need. I can only imagine, but I don't want you to speak negatively over your children. I never want you to do that as a mother. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I want to understand what you presented to court today.
Okay, that's my expenses, like from their car seats, they strollers, clothes, bibs, everything.
And you've been doing this by yourself?
Yes, ma'am. There's formula. They both on different milk. So Carter formula is more expensive than Chloe's, because Carter was in the NICU for 4 weeks. So they put him on another type of formula, which is like $32 a can.
Understood. So we've got clothes, baby needs, milk, toiletries, totaling $2,000, which is why you're suing Mr. Brown for $1,000, because he would be responsible for half if he's in fact the biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
On top of that, Ms. Mayo, you've also submitted to the court projected medical expenses for Chloe will be, because you said she was born deaf.
Yes.
And so she's going to need support in the form of education. You're going to need special education classes to learn how to sign. You spoke about that. Hearing aid, and also an implant surgery.
Yes, Your Honor.
These expenses total $216,550, almost $250,000 to support this beautiful little girl. And this is just a piece. And I can see that it hurts you and it concerns you. Mm-hmm. And look, let's be honest, it's scary.
Very scary.
And now—
He don't even know that. He just finding this out today. You think he cared? No.
I care when I hear the results.
Look, you the one set up in here when you came in here talking about, I'm just a kind person, Your Honor. Her other children, I just helped her out. So you're trying to tell me now that you have no empathy or compassion?
I got compassion
for a young child that's born and can't hear?
Yeah, I got
and potentially,
I got compassion.
And this mother that used to be your friend and help you out is up against these type of expenses and challenges raising the children?
Show you what type of man he is, because he don't care. He don't care.
Yeah.
Ms. Mayo, I have to ask you this before I go to the results. Mr. Brown's been honest about the fact that he just feels like he's unsure because you all had sex so quickly, unprotected. Well, she might have done it with somebody else. Is there anybody else?
No. No.
All right, let's go to the results. Ron, I'm ready.
Your Honor.
Because the twins are fraternal, that basically means that they are like siblings born at the same time. So we had to perform 2 separate DNA tests. Do you understand? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Mayo versus Brown, When it comes to 2-month-old Carter Mayo and 2-month-old Chloe Mayo, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Brown, you are the father.
What you gonna do now?
Man, you know I'm gonna take care of my children, man. Come on, man.
We'll see. Just
Well, let me say this before we adjourn. Mr. Brown, these are your biological children.
Yeah, I know that now.
All right? So you know that now for certain.
Yeah.
Because of that, you are required by law to take care of them
I'm gonna take care of
financially,
my children.
and you also have the legal right to see them and be involved in their life. Ms. Mayo came to court suing for $1,000. That's half of the child rearing expenses. She presented evidence, and you, in fact, owe her that. For that reason, judgment is for the plaintiff for $1,000. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to talk to you both in my chambers because this situation is serious. And I want to make sure you understand that she's going to need your help with these babies. And you're going to need to step up. I'll meet you in my chambers. Court is adjourned. Well, this is a beautiful sight.
Yes, it is.
How does it feel, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, they my children.
They are. During, our court session, you expressed, Ms. Mayo, that your little girl is experiencing some issues with her hearing. And because of that, I wanted you to know that we wanted to support you. And we wanted to get you 10 classes, 2 hours a day, to learn sign language.
Thank you.
We wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.